Very, very impressive. The power of your bonds is formidable indeed. And he's dead. You don't say. Snoutlet, I leave these two and all of Concordia in your hands. Wait, are you leaving me? Wait. Holy shit, you killed him, dude. You're kidding me. Wow. What? Don't go, great conductor. Hmm? You're still here? Whew. Playing wise takes a lot of a guy. I'm through with it. I'm thinking I'll head back now. My stomach's been pretty rumbly. What? Don't look so shocked. What's with the act? We were legit worried. Aw, I was just funning you. No need to get upset. How did a joker like you get so much power? All kidding aside, I can tell you one thing for sure. These two's power of bonds can thwart Zocket's scheme. First, take the shit-shape island and link up with this one. Then give Fortress Zocket a big ol' wham to knock her down. Best of luck, pals. Hold up. What's a hurry? You're fond of power taps and plugs, eh? I stopped you from using them for a bit, huh? Come over here for a sec. You want some power taps, kids? Come on over into this nondescript van. Or indescript, or whatever the heck. Depending on how they're used, plugs can be a positive or a negative. Wait, how are they negative? Like, I know what the whole charge is, I guess you could argue that negative. Just because you're duping yourself out of a positive for later. No matter how amazing a thing is, the intentions of the user are important. Don't you forget it. Here. Take this here plug as an example. It's got power tied to the waves. That means, Luigi pal, you ought to get a nice old boost from it. What? Corn from Fire Emblem Fates because he's the ocean's gray waves or something here? Or the battle plug Auto Luigi. What? Good luck out there. Will it just do the Luigi logic mini games for you? Like, what does that mean? Auto Luigi. The heck did I just get? I assume it would be on the end here somewhere. Auto Luigi. At the end of his turns, Luigi will sometimes take a bonus attack or search the area for an item. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I'll give the game a try once my brother's done with it. Love for you to do an essay video on the whole series. I was considering potentially doing one on this game. I don't know about the whole series. Because usually I would do essays on like an individual game standpoint. Like, it's not like that's always been the case. Like, there have been some that encompass multiple, but that's usually what I'm a bit more comfortable with to like really go in depth with like each game. That's probably gonna be a while before I finish playing all the Mario and Luigi games. But yeah. No, I know that Azura controlled water, but friggin' the pig there was like, oh, this plug reacts to the waves, or it's in tune with the waves. That's why it works perfectly with you, Luigi. And Azura's lyrics in the song that was directed towards Corrin is, "You are the ocean's gray waves," kind of referring to Corrin as the waves. So I made a joke saying that, like, if it was tuned to the waves and it had to do with Luigi, then it was Luigi Corrin or something. Also, Corrin did control some water. To an extent. I'm at 37 hours in to this Mario and Luigi game. This game is so long. Like, is it just go to ship shape, whatever the heck? I'm unironically saying shit shape without even noticing it now. And then go to the final dungeon to wrap things up? Is that actually all that's left, as that guy was implying here? Like, or what's going on here? It is 2:34 in the morning. I am getting a little bit decently tired, so it might still be better save for next time anyway. Might well be the case. But I'll see what's going on over here and like any cutscenes that happen and what it looks like is coming up next. If it is just go back over there and win this time, or what? So is this the final island that we're connecting? The one from the very beginning of the game? Wow. So sparkly, bootyful. All these spark plugs everywhere that I can't even collect. And there's another fungus gnat flying around my room here that I think I just got. Great. I usually don't get them. Conductor Island. Looks like there's still space for 1 or 2 in the bottom left. Connect the Conductor Island. So punny here. With all the outlet jokes and electricity and stuff. So, what's going on Ship Shape now? Some stuff happening here? What have we got going on? Once again, footsteps during the loading screen, right at the end. Mario, Luigi! Thank goodness you're okay. Huh? You washed up on Conductor Island and met the Great Conductor? What? I thought that we were supposed to be keeping that a secret. Because, like, the Snoutlet was specifically not revealing that to us any earlier because they didn't want Socket to go after the Great Conductor. So, didn't want that to be, like, general public knowledge, and it was being kept all hush-hush. And we just immediately blab to the first person we see when we get back. Are you kidding me? You're serious? We Wantonness all revere the Great Conductor. What's going on? Are we shaking? Mario! Luigi! Quick, over here! Something weird is happening over at Fortress Socket. I wonder what's going on over there. Let's find out. Yeah, I'll have a bit of a look-see here. Mario! Luigi! Yeah, I know, you just called me over a second ago. Look! That's the cause of all the shaking. Oh, such evil. It like pauses for a hot second before it switches shots every time. Oh, not that time. I don't think. I think we literally have a cannon. Footsteps again. What is that? This is way scarier than what we've seen so far. They must have set that barrier up to keep us from getting near it. There's no way we can get close to that thing on Ship Shape Island. So there's gonna be other content before that happens then, right? I don't think even the cannon could get past an obstacle like that. What about the tactical child missile from earlier in the playthrough? Let's check with Techniki. I bet she'll have an idea. Whoa, what the hell was... Whoa! This game really needed a lot more polish. What the heck was even that? Wow. Like, there has been some jarring flashes sometimes in this game of it doing a little bit of glitching out. But I think that is the most extreme one yet. Just, wow. That was certainly something. I'll go chat with Techniki and see what's going on here. I have no idea where Techniki is. Over here where she normally is? Oh my god. I'm getting fat shamed! Are you kidding me? They stuck me! Ah! Whoa, I thought I actually got stuck for good for a second there when I turned around and I couldn't go the other way. Okay, you're just here. Hi, how's it going? Thank you for explaining the situation. I'll need some time to consider this. There must be some way to enhance Ship Shape Island to get past the barrier. What, enhancing the ship? Have you thought about consulting a Daphne? Oh, I almost read that in my head as like consuming a Daphne. And because we did that one quest, we now know who that is. Who's that? A Daphne is a genius among geniuses. When she was born, instead of crying, she detailed a new theory of locomotion. Getting to that fortress should be child's play for someone of her intellect. Alright then, what are we waiting for? You want us to consult Daphne? More options we have to solve this, the better. I hear Daphne is living her best life in a ritzy spot somewhere. Someplace ritzy? Huh, you must be thinking of the Jellyfish Dance Hall. Obviously. The Jellyfish what? Oh, sorry. Maybe I was unclear, so it's probably gonna be like one final island. The dance hall there is the place to be in Concordia. Not Twisty Island, which was the place all about the guys that are dancing, but the dance hall is drifting out there somewhere as Jellyfish Island. Let's see if we can find any currents we haven't sailed yet. Well, maybe I'll find that and then wrap up the stream, but not actually go there. There's no red quests, are there? Okay. I guess all the red quests are done at this point in the game or something like that. Is maybe what's going on here. And I appreciate that there, Rico Mannon. Once you got some paper gem, we'll see how that scum is what's caused the worst of this game. Is that so here? Fortress Socket. So wait, what about this oh, this is in the final area. I was about to say, when do I unlock the final area? I have right now. Okay, so yeah, they're right in the center there. Between all the great lighthouses. And I see now how they're a perfect square and stuff. Is where the final boss is. An island serving as Socket's HQ. Gloam leaks out everywhere. Gotcha. Well, I'll find some other places and then wrap up the stream, and then I kind of know what I'm dealing with. So it sounds like there's at least one last island, and then the final boss. So yeah, I'm not doing that tonight. It's 2:41 in the morning on Christmas Eve. Is what it is right now. I do want to get some decent sleep for tomorrow. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't exactly wrapped for people yet that I'm probably going to have to do, like, tomorrow morning after I wake up. So I'll just do that then. What the heck is this? How do I get there? I get there some way, somehow later. Approaching a reef. Let's look at it. It's a big watering can. Discovered Gardener's Reef. Okay, well. Okay, and then I keep on trying to use the right stick up and down to zoom in and out. And it always takes me a moment to realize, again, that it's L and R. So is this whole massive length, but it's only going to have, like, the one island, I guess? I mean, hey, the playthrough gets done sooner that way. But with, I don't know why it always starts going one way and then switches the other way. Especially considering by the end, this is probably going to be a 40+ hour game for me. Approaching a drifting island. Let's just see what it is. Is it what I'm looking for? Yeah, Jellyfish Island. Looks like something you'd see in Splatoon. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So I guess I'm going there next time. I keep on doing the same thing with the stick. So yeah, I just want to get a sense of what's out here. So is it literally just one last island and then end of the game? I guess so. And maybe there's some way to get to that reef sometime later. That looks like it would be Prince Peasley. Is what that looks like it would be. Judging by the silhouette. Alright, well then, I guess next time I'm doing that. May as well get stuck there. I want to really quickly check for new gear. I am curious at this point in the game with one island. Wow, I'm starting to notice people popping in on the edges of the screen now that I'm paying more attention to that. Okay. I'm fully healed. Oh, it started lagging as I approached Jellyfish Island. Just out of curiosity. Because, like, the best gear in the game has got to either be available now or available very soon. At least the best shop gear. Maybe there's better gear out in the world somewhere. Maybe what there is. So what are we at? Masterpiece boots? Well, Luigi's things are currently better anyway. And then Masterpiece hammer. So I guess the shop here doesn't sell the double-sided ones that other islands were selling, unfortunately. Masterpiece wear. I could get that. Meh. Don't really need to, I don't think. Okay, there's no point going fast right now. I feel like I might lag the game a little bit. So, yeah. Since it was printing during the stream, before I wrap things up, yeah, I'm at 37.5 hours in this game. Before I wrap things up, we may as well have a look at, like, the finished print here. Maybe some side quests give better gear, or maybe shops on other islands just have better gear. It's always the shops that are, like, right before dungeons. Like, the shops that are just put up for player convenience as, hey, here's an opportunity to shop before taking on, like, the next major boss. Stuff like that has better gear than what's currently there. So you'd think at least that stuff would be here. Anyway, there was a decent bit of 3D printing that was going on this stream. So let us see the moment of truth on what has been printed here. Let's yoink this. Yeah, that came off easy because things are nice and dry. Oh, did a weird thing with like the initial layering. Like it wasn't quite flat. That's weird. Let's see here. So for whatever reason on this container lid, it did a little bit of it on the, okay, you can't see anything here. Wow, if I turn off the light like that. It did a decent bit of the bottom, over half of it on the build plate, and then the other half, like you can see it's kind of hard to tell with the camera, but you can see the line across here where it's clearly different. This is my build plate texture, and this is it doing like a little bit of stuff in the air. It's kind of hard to tell. Now you can see it a little bit better. So I don't know why it did that, if like the actual 3D model itself was like very slightly tilted and not quite flat. Hopefully it still works okay. But yeah, here's a lid to that little container. It has that tiny little notch there. So for anyone that wasn't tuning into the stream right at the beginning, as a reminder, before Christmas Eve, I always do stuff with my mom's side of the family on Christmas Eve, and then stuff with my dad's side of the family on Christmas Day. And I went trekking out for Steam cards, figuring that I would get a couple of those for each of my cousin's kiddos, in addition to like other stuff that I got them here. And I couldn't find anywhere for the life of me, which is like really odd. There's lots of things like Roblox cards, but I was like, yeah, let's not do something like that. But no Steam cards. I don't know if that's like falling out of popularity there. It just didn't happen to be my local area, so I was like, maybe I'll just like give them each like a little bit of cash or something like that in like a card or something. So I figured for my cousin's younger kiddo, I would give a card to, because this other thing that I plan on doing, she probably wouldn't be as amused by. And my cousin's older kiddo, I figured I would probably do this, because it's really funny, and I think everyone there would probably get a kick out of it. The tube. So, printed this earlier in the stream, this part here. So yeah, as you can see on the lid, there's a single notch, and there's a single entrance on this. So it is meant to be an entire maze. I'm not going to put it all the way on yet. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to look at like the solution sheet to get it all the way on initially. But just to make sure this fits and is tight and you just can't pull it off completely, if I twist it on a little bit, yeah, it's in the maze. And, oh, could I just pull it apart? Uh-oh. That's not good if so. That would not be good. Put it on there and then... Okay. Yeah, I think I just pulled it out of the entrance again. Yeah, it feels like it's on there. So I am going to need to do some work to figure out how to actually close this darn thing. But the model file did come with a solution sheet. So like, there we go, I found the way out again. And this is just like cheapo PLA plastic. I'm sure if he pulled hard enough, it could just literally snap off. But it feels like it is good enough that like, yeah, if I wiggle it around a little bit and get it on there. Oh, maybe it can jump some walls. Or maybe that is just where it's able to go up and down because there's... Yeah, I don't think it is jumping walls. I think it's pretty good here. I think the tube may have been a success. It may well have been. I can't get this off again now. Ah, there we go. I got it. I'm trying to not get too far into the maze here. I might already be wearing the notch out very slightly here. This might be like a one and done kind of thing. And with enough force, you could probably just like force it off. But it should be pretty funny, I think. So I printed the tube. So one can get like a really nice card. The other can get the tube. So that's what I printed. And why I needed to do a little bit of printing this stream because I wanted to have that done before Christmas Eve here. So yeah, now I have the tube. And I printed it in pink just because I rarely print in pink. So I have a lot of it on my spool. And I don't know, it's funny. So, pink tube. Pink long tube with a bunch of elixir performing. Just be careful, will do here. So, yeah, that's the printing project that went on here. And I show like some other fun stuff that I had 3D printed for Christmas here in case anyone's curious. My cousin that initially built my machine for me and also lets me store my garage in his truck. My truck in his garage for me to work on without charging me rent. Because he's really into 3D printing since he built my machine, I got him a gift card to Hobby Wholesale, which is a great place to find like 3D printing filament. I put it in a little 3D printed gift box here, which is super cute. And it's really cool that people have designed stuff like that. Probably shown it during previous streams, but there's like one of my new biggest dragons that I printed, which is cool. And I saw my cousin had one of these at one point, and I wanted to try printing it myself. one of these little plant thingamabobs where each one of these leaves is a drink coaster. So you can put it in like the middle of a table as like a decor kind of thing. And then once a bunch of people get drinks, you take out the leaves and then you use the leaves as drink coasters. And I think that that's kind of fun. So that was a thing that I worked at printing there. So I've been doing a lot of printing lately. I've been working my machine hard when it actually works. My dad is super into beer stuff since he brews his own beer. So like I printed a couple signs here that, well, that's gonna break the tracking on my camera that I figured he might potentially get a kick out of. Well, maybe if I hold it here, the text is a little bit easier to see. I'm gonna turn off the tracking on my camera here. Camera, I'm here. Here, I'm turning off the tracking. No more, it's at this angle. Yeah, so I've been 3D printing a few different things here that I think are kind of funny. I have a few more signs upstairs for other people that I intend to wrap here. And yeah, there's just a bunch of 3D printed stuff like all over the place here lately. A bunch of things I've been working on. There's probably other stuff around here somewhere that I've been working on. Like, my Oma's into gardening stuff and she very much likes her cat. And so I printed like this little paw covered plant pot here that I think is kind of fun. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of printing lately. Oh, this is another printed thing. Because my dad is into beer stuff, I printed these tiny little beer, like, container things, whatever they're called. The little big plastic bins that beer bottles typically go in. Except they're perfectly sized for AA and AAA batteries. So they're like battery holders that are like beer container stuff. So I've printed stuff all over the place here right now. This is kind of the case. I've been working at printing a few things. I just wanted to show a few things because I think it's kind of fun. But yeah, let's see here. A garage in the truck. Now that sounds like a Rick invention. Sure would be. I haven't actually seen that show, but I imagine it sure would be here. Yeah, approaching Jellyfish Island. I'll save here again. Look at all those. I genuinely don't remember what they're called. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ant berries. That's what they're called. I genuinely did not remember that. And my camera's at a bit of a weird angle. And I gotta go up here to be like centered and stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's currently 2:52 in the morning on Christmas Eve. I've been streaming for the past 5 hours, 58 minutes, and 57 seconds now. So I've been going for a little while. But yeah, I'm not finishing the game tonight. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I don't really want to be up until like 5 or 6 in the morning tonight. So I think I'm just gonna do it in the new year. Because I think I only have time to do like 2 more streams before I head out of town until the new year. So yeah, I guess I'm not finishing off a few things from my game schedule in 2024 after all, and it's going to be early next year that ends up being the case. But that's okay. I got through what I could, made a decent bit of progress here. And it is what it is. The game's longer than I expected it to be here. So next time will probably be the final stream, which will be stream 10. That's a little bit of a satisfying number. One last island, and then the final approach to like the final boss, and we're gonna end all this loneliness and stuff and make people all connected, whether they like it or not. I guess. Something like that. But yeah, neither have I, but that fan base sure loves to let us know they exist. At least they did for a while. I don't know if they still do. What with like, what was it, one of the producers or the director that got into like a bunch of controversies, wacky stuff with the show, and apparently they made an anime one really recently, which it sounded like really flopped, and I don't think it has as much of a cult following as it once did, but I don't know, maybe it just doesn't get as much hubbub on the internet now or something like that. But yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone that's tuning into this live, and anyone that's tuning into this after the fact. If you're watching it during like a future year's Christmas, then hey, that sure works out conveniently. And if you're not, happy Tuesday. I'll bet it's a Tuesday. Anyone watching this after the fact, I don't know. I'll bet you. It must surely be the case. So yeah, I'll go do a bunch of stuff with the family. I'm sure it'll be a fun time. Maybe the next time I stream this early in the new year, maybe I'll give an update to the results of the tube or something. That's maybe what I'll do. And yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out once again. And until next time, take care. Happy holidays. See ya.